The year is 10 AD. Our story takes place in Tarsus, which is now located in modern-day Turkey. Baby Saul wakes up, rubs his eyes, and prepares to go to the synagogues with his rabbi father. But wait, isn't this video about St. Paul? Correct. Back then, the practice of having two names was common. Saul was the Hebrew name, and Paul was the Latin name. Throughout the earlier stages of the story, we will see him identify with the name Saul more closely because of his pride for his Jewish heritage. Saul's family followed strict Jewish laws, and Saul himself was being raised to become a Pharisee. But little does he know, God has a plan for him. Fast forward to around 35 AD. Jesus' crucifixion had taken place 2 years prior. Stephen, a Christian deacon, was being stoned to death by Jewish leaders for his beliefs. Amongst the crowd, a young Saul applauded the killing, labeling Stephen as a heretic. By now, Saul was a well-known persecutor of Christianity. His next mission was located in Damascus. He was going to find Christians within the town and send them back to Jerusalem for imprisonment. On the road to Damascus, a light from heaven flashed around Saul, and he fell to the ground. Within this light stood the resurrected Jesus, and he asked Saul to stop persecuting him and his people. When Saul got up, he opened his eyes, but he could not see. He was led by the hand to Damascus, and did not eat nor drink for 3 days. In Damascus, God spoke to a disciple named Ananias. He told Ananias to seek out a guy named Saul and restore his vision. Ananias was skeptical, but God revealed that Saul would become the apostle of the Gentiles. Ananias got up and found Saul, placed his hands on him, and restored Saul's vision. This was when Saul converted to Christianity and adapted his Latin name, Paul, to better identify with the Gentiles, fitting his purpose. God then gave him the sacrament of holy orders through the Holy Spirit, and Paul began preaching at the center of Damascus. Passers-by were baffled. Was this not the man who came here to imprison Christians? This caught the attention of Jewish elites, and they planned to have him killed. However, this was only the beginning of Paul's ministry. He continues to avoid assassinations while preaching the gospel to the Gentiles, and establishing churches all over modern-day Turkey and Greece. In 67 AD, Paul was martyred by Emperor Nero. Following his death, he was venerated as a saint by the local bishops. His story is a lesson on how God has a calling for everyone, even those who persecute him. The main aspects of Paul's calling were repentance, faith, and courage, all of which were demonstrated during his ministry. Even in the face of death, Paul professed the gospel and willingly died for his faith, contrasting the person he was before receiving God's calling.